Man, probably a fun fact on me is that I like to read. Like I like to read. That's a lost art nowadays. Oh, my great uncle is Jesse Owens. He won 4 gold medals in 1936.
I always want to leave people with this, man, to all the viewers and everybody out there, man. Make sure you guys finish your story. Make sure you guys finish your journey because somebody's going to need it.
Yeah. All you got to do is push the back button. That's all you got to do is push the back signal.
Try not to think about the future too much so you can maximize the now.
Who's your favorite rap artist?
Man, to be honest, it's crazy. Tupac always been my number one, right? Like he got me through so much stuff, but Lil Wayne has been in the modern day.
I said, what does it really take? What does it really take to be great, Drew? And he looked at me and he was like, you really want to know? And he was like, to be honest, everything you did to get here, you need to be consistent times 10.
What's up? Everybody out there doing today. Happy hump day to everybody tuning in, hanging out with the fam tonight. It's your boy, Coach Lee, and welcome to the O.T.S.B.S show on this new night. O.T.S.B.S show. Oh, that's some bull sniggity. But before we can get into our topics for tonight, we got to bring on the crew. First up out of the dugout, we got a main man with a master plan coming from the world-class STWF Studios, Uncle Leroy Jr.
Hey, man, shout out to the music and shout out to that intro, man. I do appreciate that, man. That was beautiful. That was great. That was truly beautiful. Look, this your dude, Uncle Leroy. Don't say the Leroy without the Junior. And yes, like my guy, Coach Lee said, I am live from STWF Studios here in Arlington, Texas. And this is the O.T.S.B.S show on the new night, man. Like, all right, that's that new, right? That's what they call it. New. Yeah. So I guess I got to get a new introduction from a guy all the way. Well, look, I'm messing up already. Let's try that. Play. All the way from the home of the Boston Lager, Samuel Adams. We got our guy too, man. What's happening? Let's get him on the show.
What's going on? B-Town. We in here. Hope y'all enjoying y'all night so far. Hope everybody's getting to it on this hump day.
B-Town, a.k.a. Hot Sauce City.
Hot Sauce City, you know what I'm saying? Home of the scandals. That's what you say right
now. Uh-oh. Okay, well, look, I ain't know about that.
Home of the scandals. At least, I mean, the Udoka situation up here is getting very, very, very interesting.
As it should.
I mean, shit, that's the home of the Boston Globe, one of the biggest papers. So I guess y'all got to have something to put in, some drama to put up in there.
Absolutely, definitely. Shout out to Jesus, man. Happy 25th birthday. You all
salute.
Old. You know, you're not as
I'm
old.
Getting old.
You're not here. But you know, you are getting older with age, and hopefully, you know, the wisdom comes and all positivity to you and your family on your beautiful day. Happy birthday to you.
Man, that doesn't sound like a birthday wish you tell a 25-year-old, man. Like, hey, man, bottom up, man. Easy Jesus, man.
Hey, you paying rent now, probably. You know, you living in real life situations right now. The beginning. They say 21 is the beginning. You probably can get a couple years in. You know what I'm saying? Still be that teenager type thing. But no, 25 is the real line.
Yep. Yeah, that's what they say. You know, you're a real OG once you make it to be 25. So, yeah, you know, we definitely got to, you know what I'm saying? Clap it up, man. Definitely clap it up for our guy, Jesus, man.
25 to 21.
So, man, what we got? So, how was y'all? What today is? I'm so messed up with the O.T.S.B.S show being on a Wednesday. So, how was y'all Wednesday? What did y'all do?
2 days left in the weekend, man.
Hey, good answer. Good answer. So, how was yours, too?
Went well. Worked hard. You know, nobody cares about that, so I'm gonna work harder.
That's true. That is true. I think I see your post about that too. No one cares. Work harder, man.
Yes.
Where did that come from? You know what I'm saying? Like I felt that. Like,
comes from like I said, man. Me and Coach. You know, I've been throwing it in the group chat too. You know, Jason Whitlock's been very exciting the last. He's been excited to me forever, but the last few weeks he's just been picking up steam, especially with
been on fire, man.
He referred that to Lamar Jackson and trying to get his contract. You know what I'm saying? So, I took those words and I said, it's very, very, very valuable. So even if he says when Lamar Jackson does get his contract, he should wear that shirt. Saying those words.
All right, cool. All right, so what we got up for tonight, man? This is the O.T.S.B.S show, like you said, Coach Lee, and this is a show where we talk about the bull sniggity. And one of my favorite shows. So just like all the rest of our shows, they're interactive. So if y'all got something to say, y'all don't like the hat that Coach Lee's wearing, which is a Dallas Cowboys hat, type it up and hit enter, and yeah, we'll troll him. So appreciate that. But yeah, y'all definitely light up that chat if y'all got any comments. But what we got up for tonight?
Say first off tonight, to help set this first topic up. You are a Cowboys fan, but you are in Beantown, so you've got the opportunity, or had the opportunity, to watch the Patriots dynasty up close and personal. Which one would you attribute to the most success that they had? Was because Brady was there, or because Belichick was there?
Brady,
okay.
Brady.
I mean,
from afar.
You can't have ice without water, man. I mean, you can't. It's more than just, Batman needed more than just him. He needed Robin. I mean, so I can't say both of them. I mean, I would have to say both of them. I can't say one's greater than the other one, but if I have to pick, I would say Brady, because he had to execute the plan, period.
Definitely. He had to execute the plan, definitely. I mean, though both are struggling right now, it's hard. You see a guy dominate that long like Tom, and then go into Tampa Bay 1-1, with a team that he structured. Yeah, he's definitely gonna pick Brady on the top, but that has nothing to saying with Bill Belichick and his game plans, his schemes, and the way he delivered those to Brady and the rest of the Patriots team in order to be called a dynasty.
Okay, fair enough. So the first topic of the night is ace in the hole. No matter what side of the table that you lean on, if you're a Belichick man, you're a Brady man, I don't think you can go wrong with any one of them. Like you said, Brady was the one that had to come in and execute the plays, but he doesn't get in or stay in if the coach doesn't have confidence in him. True. And the coach is the one who had to make, because they easily could have said, you know what, we appreciate you, youngster. We're going to put Drew back in here now. But he recognized he had something going. He had the foresight that paid off, because I remember before Brady, the Patriots were a dismal organization.
Yeah. They were starting to pick up a little steam. Like you said, Drew Bledsoe got drafted in 93, 94. He started winning some games for the Patriots. They made a few playoff appearances. Actually, he got to a Super Bowl in 96 when they lost to the Green Bay Packers. They were starting a little bit, but like you said, in terms of the feeding and the money and all that, Patriots on the bottom of the bottle.
Well, for me, I would challenge any Patriots fan, unless they like 60 years old, who is John Hanna or Stanley Morgan, and they will not know.
Definitely Stanley Morgan. I think I got an autograph for him. But yeah, Patriots was definitely terrible back in those days as well. I can't really, describe that or talk about it because I wasn't born in that era, but they were bad.
I mean, I don't even think the Patriots was on the first Tecmo Bowl. That shows you, like, they were trash. Who were the Patriots?
All you knew was Steve Grogan with the big neck roll playing quarterback. And you knew them as the team that used to have Jim Plunkett before he went over to the Razors of Shine.
I remember Jim Plunkett.
So Jesus says the division being trash definitely helped. But then again, the playoffs is where Brady shined the most. He did. Had a hell of a kick on that first one, though. Brady show on turf. Vinatieri saved the day.
That is true. Vinatieri saved the day for a lot of teams. So
yeah,
that was
true.
One of the clutch, one of the most clutch kickers to me.
Well, the debate itself actually has come up once again after some recent comments by Bumpy's hero, Aaron Rodgers.
Uh-oh.
Always on his triad, man. Aaron is off the field during the week, but he is on numerous shows during the week talking and spitting jewels or spitting gossip or advice or whatever he wants to call it.
So he rehashed the old debate after, with some recent comments. because they just played Brady and the Bucks this past weekend. Now, the two of them, they paired up in Foxborough for 20 seasons, both arriving in 2000 campaign. Between 2000 and 2019, the Patriots have won 6 titles, and it's fair to say that they're a dynasty, and the greatest dynasty of their era. Now, as far as his comments that he said, Brady's his resume speaks for itself. 7 rings, 2 different teams. He's gone on to have success after Belichick. Now, the case for Belichick, as they say, is a little bit less cut and dry. Because with Belichick, he was 36-44 as a head coach in Cleveland. But if you've seen the documentary with that situation in Cleveland, he was on his way to building Cleveland like he built the Patriots. It's just that Modell wasn't patient enough with them. And they knew they was leaving town to become the Baltimore Ravens.
But I mean, at the end of the day, how can I put this? A person should, you got to assess first, the situation before you can actually put a solution to this. So, I mean, it's still to his fault that he was trying to build them up and didn't know what they had at that point. I mean, but so yeah, I mean, I don't see where we would give him a pass on that one.
Well, I definitely wouldn't say I'll give him a pass, but I'm looking at it from the narrative of this is where sometimes being impatient can kick in the butt, because they went on to have success as the Ravens, but Ozzie got in there, did his thing. But think about what it could have been if they had that patience to let it come to full fruition. Because a lot of people forgot who his defensive coordinator on that team was.
Which was?
Nick Saban.
Ha.
So you had 2 GOATs on the coaching staff. And Belichick with Brady, he was 255 one-on-one. That's a 72% winning percentage. But since Brady's left, he's only 18-18.
Mm-hmm. I mean, because you got to realize, Belichick had Brady for so long. So he did, and what he had in Brady, he doesn't have in Mac Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
So that's the biggest piece right there, and Mac Jones doesn't, he doesn't have that feng shui, you know what I'm saying? That swagger like Tom Brady. Now, I'm gonna tell you, the guy has a saucy gritty, you know what I'm saying? He does one of the best gritties, in the league. But I mean, that's
shout out to you, Gritty.
Right, definitely a shout out, man. But that's about the extent of his sauce. You know what I'm saying? Like, Brady was just all over the, plastered all over. You know what I'm saying? He was like, he had the style of the swagger of everyone wanted to be, so he doesn't have, I don't think, by him lacking that, he lacks the ability to control the team, to control the locker room that Bill Belichick needs.
That's true. I would definitely agree with that. Now, I'm sorry, go ahead.
The end of the era. I'm so happy, I'm so blessed that it's over. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to them too, for still being able to be at the highest level, coaching and playing, and regardless of what happens, Bill Belichick can lose the rest of his games for the rest of his life. Still ends in the history books. Tom Brady can lose the rest of his games for the rest of his life, even with the 1 Super Bowl he got in Tampa, and be good for life. These guys did things that people dream of.
That's
people
true.
Sit down as kids saying, I want to win 4, 5, 6, 7 championships. I want to be unstoppable. I don't think having a conversation and saying, I want to just win a championship. No, I want to dominate. Tom Brady brought a different approach to the game. You know what I'm saying? And made playing basic be cool. So now everybody in the NFL short scheming now. It made way. Their style, him and Belichick's style, it's good cards. 2 jokers. Imagine it. You may not never see it in NFL history ever again. You're never gonna see it duplicated. Definitely not.
Yeah, definitely the tenure. I'm impressed with how, at such a late age in the game, late stage in the game for Tom Brady, that he's still able to play at a high level. He's still athletic. So like that is impressive. That means he's
45.
He's taking care. He's taking care of his body, so definitely, the longevity of his career, he, and the ability to stay healthy. He hadn't been hurt as much.
I would definitely agree with that. Jesus says, I mean, be honest. Do you think if both were together, they still have the same success with the current division and its players?
You want my truth and long answer or short answer?
Tell us what's on Unc's mind.
Yes. I mean, because it wasn't a cookie cutter league back then. And you got to understand what they did. Like, they created a dynasty, so that means that someone who was calling the plays, making the plays, knew what they were doing. And the person that was executing the plays knew how to execute the plays. And just like we were saying, they executed those plays so well to whereas they they impacted this dink and dunk, this running backs out the flat type of football. So yes, I think that they would definitely have the same success because, in addition to that, who these guys did it. Tell me who was the top 2-1 receivers that the Patriots drafted.
They haven't drafted anybody. They just find a certain type, bring them in when somebody leaves, and plug them in the hole. They had, if not one of the best systems that I've ever seen from a franchise standpoint. It's plug and play. The consistent was the coach, the quarterback, and I think they set the narrative with expectation when you came in that locker room. Those were the two alphas.
And that's where I think, I credit the success of that team because, they came in there, nobody was bigger than the Patriots. Patriots was that brand. Like, you got to look at it. They're the only team with a charter with their own airplanes. So you got to realize back in those days, everybody wanted to play. They got the best out of those players because it was like a dream job. You know what I'm saying? It was like playing for the Yankees. You know what I'm saying? It was like, hey, this is what I wanted to do. This is like the flagship team, so that's what brought them guys out there to play. So now that's what I was saying. They lack that. Brady's not there to do that Brady stuff, to be in the limelight, to have the cool girlfriend, the cool, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's the biggest piece right there.
Definitely. I agree with all that, from the branding of the TB12 brand, wanting to reach out, and go Hulk Hogan, but Tom Brady deserved all that, and, since we think of the NFL as entertainment and, somewhat of a play at times, behind the scenes, maybe the NFL, one of these guys separated finally after they've been together for so long. Like you said, they would have dominated still the AFC East with the current division it is now, because those QBs in that division is still trying to find themselves now. Tom found himself. So that's difficult to see. And poor Zach Wilson, you know what I'm saying? The Jets probably won't even bring him in for the rest of the season. They'll just play Joe Flacco experience, I guess. But yeah, Tom and Tom is just a freak of nature. Belichick, it's going to be one of those coaches that are going to coach probably to like 75. He's
going to be Marv Levy.
They're both bored. Him and Brady are bored with their home lives, so they want to stay playing football. What motivates them? It's what motivates them guys. But real talk, what's the most exciting thing that they ever did as a team, the Patriots? In that Super Bowl against the Rams, when they cemented coming out as a team before the game, when everybody was coming out individually. I don't know if that was in every Super Bowl before then or whatever, but that's what set the tone. The unity in the team, and knowing that every single player on that team is able to go on the field and have a piece of the pie.
Right.
Because you have your primetime plays, you got your star plays. Nowadays in the NFL, you got your quarterbacks, and of course you got your players that play behind you and make plays for you and all that. But they're notified now. The second and third receivers are vital now. People play fantasy football, and these guys are getting picked up, and these guys are the valuable guys. This 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th pick is valuable. And it's just not one in a million now. There's people coming.
You got to hit. Got hit on them picks.
Yes, and all that is precedented to Tom Brady being able to step on the field where he was drafted and being able to have the success he had and rejuvenating Belichick, because we all know what he did in Cleveland, and rejuvenated him.
And we forgot how he got to New England in the first place. He took the Jets job for one day.
Right, took the Jets job, pulled the Josh McDaniel. Now we feel Josh McDaniel. We know who you learned it from. Yeah. That's something that was supposed to be made, but nobody knows in life what's supposed to be made out of it. But
that's true. Anthony said Brady just managed the offense. The defense helped them win rings. They always did have some good defenses. So the Teddy Bruschi's, the Richard Seymours. Yeah, they had some pretty good teams. Will said Bills are better than the Pats regardless, even if we had Brady right now.
I see, because I don't think because Brady, he's taking these cheap. I just think ultimately Brady just wanted to go. I don't think it was about the money. I don't think it was about any of that at the end of the day. I think at the end of the day, Tom Brady just wanted to go. So he wanted something new. Eventually it was going to happen.
They both did. I think they both did.
Yeah, and I
forgot he was ready to replace Brady.
Yeah, Bill
Jimmy G.
Exactly. Bill wanted to.
And that's why he gave him away so cheap. Thought he was pissed that ownership came in like, nah, we won't leave it alone. We won't keep Brady. And he didn't like that. He was ready to move on then.
So I just feel like, what could have the Patriots put around him? They were serious about keeping him, and he was serious about staying there. And there's things that you will always wonder, and we're always going to wonder. That's why the book's going to be so sweet. That's why the confidentials between these two guys are going to be so sweet, because there's a lot of questions that people have, and we don't have the answers to them right now. But that's a great statement, Will, definitely, because as anybody knows, you're a hardcore Pats fan, and most of the time you speak on the Pats. You're absolutely right.
Anthony said, "Is this the same as Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll?"
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Elaborate.
Yes, definitely elaborate, but it's not. It's not. We see what went down with the whole Pete Carroll, Russell Wilson thing. It was something that been tricky, but it took Pete Carroll, a little bit on faster time to realize that he didn't want Russ to be the man no more. And then Russ changed as well. Russ changed early. It's like Tom wanted to do his branding and do all that in year 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, whatever the case is. Russell, after, you get to a few Super Bowls, now you know Russ now. Now you got a name now. You know what I'm saying? You're in the you're in the media. You're doing all that. Now Russell's changing a bit. The style's changing. The swag's changing. Pete Carroll still want to be a coach. And I'm not saying Pete Carroll, over Russell Wilson, but Pete Carroll's a hell of a coach. He's a hell of a good coach. Enough to have us to stay in a stable job in the NFL. So, no, it's not the same as that. Definitely.
Facebook user says, nah, Pete held that man back at times.
He didn't hold that man back. He gave Russ basically his puppet. They got rid of the Legion of Boom and all that. Got rid of them all. To keep Russ. Hit Russ under the blanket. When Russ made mistakes, it wasn't on Russ. It's all undocumented. You know what I'm saying? If you're not watching, watch the Richard Sherman podcast. You know what I'm saying? Richard Sherman, his tenure in Seattle, kind of how it, fell pieces. And during the course, he got booed in Seattle. This man got booed in Seattle because Seattle gave him all.
Right.
Gave him it all. Said, these are the keys for you. F the Legion of Boom. But no, Brady, no way compared to, like I just said a few minutes ago, can't be duplicated. The way they did things can't be duplicated.
Is it Elo Lefante, I guess?
Nah.
Now that can't be right.
You gotta elaborate that too.
Yes, please do.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Jesus is turning 40. Brady has had a top 10 defense 5 times.
Yes.
Brady wanted to go ever since we tried to move on from Jimmy G. Shout out Facebook user on that comment. And Anthony Price, do Wilson need Carroll to be good, or can he do it alone? See, looking like right now that he can't. You know what I'm saying? And Eli Manning said they would rather gave the punter $245 million than Russell Wilson. So it's just a matter of Russell getting into the mold, man. Like Russell's been on the swag train for so long, and he's a hell of a football player. But sometimes I feel like the off the field stuff kind of overcarries the on the field stuff. You know what I'm saying? When Russell Wilson was just Russell Wilson coming to play on Sundays, he may not have been better, but he was more efficient, and teams will win the games and all that. Do all that, you know what I'm saying? Stuff starts to happen.
Well, back to the original question of who we think was needed the most, or who we think was the most successful reason why they had as much productivity as they had. Was it Belichick or Brady? I don't think you should have to pick any of them. They both was great. You got arguably some people say the greatest quarterback of all time. Definitely one of the greatest players of all time. And probably, I think when Bill's all said and done, he probably gonna have a couple of awards named after him, at least one. He's gonna be up there in the likes of the Lombardis, of the Landrys, the coaches like that make impact to the game. But as far as like trying to make a decision and trying to determine who it was, tonight it's Wednesday, but it still is what it is, and that's some bull.
Hey man, you had to know I wasn't gonna miss that.
Not at all.
Man, that really brightens my day. And look, it knocks my camera down.
But we're gonna take our first break for tonight. Y'all hold on 15, 20 seconds. We'll be back for the next segment. I'll let your boys.
What's up, world? Kyrie Robinson, man. New Orleans Saints veteran. Hey, man, make sure you guys go check out my guy, man, STWF, the media, man. Check them guys out. Y'all want to get sports talks with players, with fans, anything like that, man, go check them guys out, man. That's the place to be if you want to talk sports. Who that nation?
And we're back. Welcome back to the O.T.S.B.S show on this new night, Wednesday night, hump day, like we like to do it around here. So this next topic, I'm probably gonna get fired up for this because when it comes to this next topic, he is a resident grumpy old man.
What the hell? I'm grumpy regardless. Stand corrected, sir.
So we're gonna call this next one deuces. And this is there's a key Boise State starter only after 4 games into the season has already entered into the transfer protocol.
Damn.
Right now, the team is 2-2. They just fired their offense coordinator. They lost to UTEP. I don't know when the last time UTEP was relevant, but they lost to UTEP. And it looks like once again they won't be a factor in the Mountain West title picture. So, in most recent news, the ESPN's Pete Thamel, he revealed that the Boise State will be losing their starting quarterback. Hank Bachmeier has initiated the process to enter the transfer portal just 4 games into the season. Their starting quarterback is leaving. How does that feel about it, man? How does that make you feel?
Hey, I mean, if he excuse me, let me clear my throat. Now, if he was leaving to if he was maybe not starting, if he wasn't the starting quarterback, leaving for a better opportunity, but I'm pretty sure he's leaving to get some money. And
I almost lost it there.
That pisses me off.
I told you. That's a grumpy old man there, boy.
Yes, I tried to do that as calmly as possible, but on the inside it's brewing. But yes, that wholeheartedly pissed me off, because I am a teacher, I'm a former educator, and yeah, education's first. And yes.
So Do you think that perhaps, only purely speculation on my part, that somebody sent somebody to slide into his DM and say, hey, transfer over here, get you a bigger bag?
I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. I mean, that's what these agents do. I mean, because shout out to K-Rob, he was in our studio a couple weeks ago saying, how agents from the NFL that they would tell different quarterbacks, hey, you know what, go out and get injured, and I got you a whole nother contract for a different team the next day. Hold on, that's a little suspect. So that's what's going on at the NFL level. So I'm pretty sure that is going on this collegiate level.
Yeah, it's still brand new.
Right.
Facebook users, starting quarterbacks are usually tied heavily to the head coach, offense coordinator. Fair enough. Once they fired that offense coordinator, things could be expected.
Absolutely.
I can see that point.
Fact.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But you got to think from the NFL's perspective, they see this, it's got to be a red flag on some character flaws there. Because guess what? You're going to go to the NFL, more than likely, you're going to have several offense coordinators and a few head coaches if you in the league long enough. So what are you going to do in those circumstances? He said the reason why he's leaving, his priorities in a new school are winning, NFL development.
So you know what that means? Money. That fool ain't said nothing about learning, opportunity. He just said winning and NFL readiness. That's money.
Maybe he's got something to do with that concept of winning. Last year they did go 7-5 with him at the starter. He threw 20 touchdowns and 12 picks. I'm sorry, 20 touchdowns in 12 games.
That's pretty impressive.
20 and 12? That's like 1.7 a game.
For a loser, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
He said for a loser. Yeah. So he's part of that equation on them not winning. So he think he's gonna go to another team and they're just gonna say, hey, we got Brockmeyer here. We're gonna start winning. Now, you probably gonna stake it up where you go there too.
But I think he still has 2 years on his 2 years of eligibility remaining.
That's true.
So I mean, but the thing is like, where is he going to go? How quickly is he going to pick up the system and get the continuity with the guys? Because college is different from NFL. These guys are not like you just cause.
What do you think now? Not saying it would happen, but what do you think the media clamor would be if he left to go to a HBCU?
I don't know. I really don't know how to think about that because he didn't hurt himself. Like I don't know if his story would fit for the HBCU.
Right.
He's not
There's no redemption path.
Exactly. And he's not bringing anything. So it's like, who would, which team would take that chance? So,
Damn, you may want to take them, but they look bad.
That's a guy. I just think it's some bull crap because, dude, you was at the helm for this team while all this was going on. And it's not like y'all have been good, so.
But I think it's the recognition of where he's come from, Boise.
He comes from California.
He was playing for Boise State. I mean,
they've been a successful program for a long time.
That's the thing. A lot of teams buy in from the program you come in from because, I mean, at the end of the day, if Tom Brady didn't come from the Bill Belichick system, we wouldn't be talking about it.
If he hadn't came from Michigan out of college,
this
he
guy
probably wouldn't have got a chance.
He has some offers going into college. And I'm gonna read some of these teams to you that he had offers from. Okay. He had offers from
Stanford.
Georgia. He had offer from Georgia.
Okay.
Offer from Georgia. He had offer from Minnesota. He had offer from Ole Miss.
Okay.
He had Ivy League school, Princeton. He could have won Ivy League and probably been a beast. Who knows? Tennessee, UNLV, Utah. He wanted Alabama, but they didn't offer him nothing. Kentucky. You know, Kentucky's on the high horse right now. Like Michigan State. No, Michigan State ain't off of that. But no, and besides of that, they may be going somewhere from this list of teams. You know what I'm saying? He may have found a connection, at least for his last 2 years of eligibility to go out there, like everybody's saying, go compete for a job.
He got to make it happen next year, though.
He definitely got to make it happen next year.
Because if he don't make it happen, and he has to go into that his final senior year, that any team that's scouting him is going to be like, damn, it took him 6 years to come of age in 2 schools, one that he quit on.
I'm gonna call him Tom Hanks because he's running like Forrest Gump. But Max Meyer, he according to his report, and shout out to Bro Bible, told reporters that he's looking for a school that will win games and help him develop for the NFL. So we talk about Boise. Boise State has used to be a good school. You know what I'm saying? He was talented all around. You know, he was one of the guys. Oh my God, Dak Brady. Yeah.
Quit trolling, Jesus.
So I mean, we're going into the portal now. He has to have something on the side because I don't think he's doing anything this late, you know, in his college career if he doesn't have a plan in his pocket.
And I mean, you know, and it's funny because he's asking for NFL readiness. Bro, I mean, like, what division, like, is he playing? Is he coming from?
Mount West.
Exactly. I mean, come on. I mean, what is his hardest game was like UTEP? So I'm like, what type of NFL readiness does he, you know, is he expecting besides money?
He's looking for, I tell you exactly what he's looking for. He's looking for play in the huddle, Statue of Liberty, win the game, propose to his wife. Best moment in the Boise State history right there. And you're not going to get that anytime soon. So where I find this is bull crap is that this man is, after all this time, leaving his team, leaving a family that he's had, you know, in terms of bonding with these teammates, all that, and is basically saying after 4 games, man, forget y'all. No hopes in your season anymore. I'm all set with it. He basically put his foot down. That is terrible to happen during a football season where everybody prepares for Saturdays, win or lose. And he's not prepared in his mind to go on that field with that team and give them any more wins. And he probably wants to give them a lot more losses than wins right now.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And, you know, and I think it's jacked up because this is indicative of this new behavior, this new style of athlete. They're
get them up. Get them.
Hey, you know, it was brewing. It was brewing. Goddamn. I was trying to hold it down, you know, but it was brewing. And this is just indicative of the behavior that the system that we as parents, that we have allowed to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what's funny? I guarantee when he posted that he was doing that on all his social media, I bet all his friends was like, yeah, that's the right thing to do. Fuck Boise, bump all of that, get your bag, do what you got to do. And what traits is he showing right now? That's what's infuriating me. You know, he's
no competitive nature, no cojones, no leadership skills.
That part. And this is the quarterback position. This is not
face of a franchise or school.
There we go. And expected to lead the guys, to rally the troops. And so how can, you know, he expect, you know, with people knowing this, you know, him going to another school, a franchise, with everyone knowing this, how can someone get behind this guy? So I hope that he has to, you know, wherever he goes, he has to fight for the job. And I hope that he doesn't get it.
Hank, come to BC. Hank, come to BC, baby.
Plug for them Eagles.
You know what I'm saying? Might head up to watch Louisville, Boston College on Saturday. Need a win.
So
sad teams.
He sounds like a quitter. Sound like he's a mental midget. And I'll probably say both of those together, considering what today is. It's a
man. That does it for me every time. And shout out to Facebook user says, Jesus needs some Jesus. Hey, man.
He's Jesus, baby. Yes, definitely.
Hey, but this is Jesus' birthday, so he get a pass, man. Look, we tapped in.
He's off the goose right now.
Hey.
Jose's off the goose right now. Don't mind him. You know what I'm saying? He's living his birthday in style.
You know what? I'm loose as a goose. Don't get me started. Hey, that's that Boosie. That's how we roll down here in the South, man. Y'all don't know
Damn there, man. Hey,
y'all don't know about them bars.
That's a banger there.
Yeah. Me personally, he's a funny guy, but I don't rock with him. I'll be real.
We're going to take our last break for the night, fellas. And we're going to be back in about 15, 20.
That was good with the people. It's Montreal McNeander, NFL linebacker for the Cleveland Browns and Grambling alumni. I had to come through today. Give a special shout out to my dudes over at STWF Media, the big brand, where you can talk sports with the other NFL players, fans in their Facebook community. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go get them boys a shout out. Go check out their page. And I promise you, man, you're gonna love everything that you hear and enjoy it.
And we're back for the final segment on the O.T.S.B.S show on this new night, Wednesday. Hump Day with
new.
So, this last one, do not be judgmental.
How you preface that? Don't be judgmental.
Well, I don't want nobody, you know what I'm saying? They have a covenant story. It must be some freaky
judgmental. They be like, yeah, it's like say when the doc comes say, okay, don't flinch. What the hell you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna flinch. You just tell, don't flinch. Oh, don't be judgmental. I'm judging you now.
Okay, well, we're gonna rip the band-aid off of it.
God damn.
Three's a crowd.
There we go.
Jim Edmonds, former baseball player of the St. Louis Cardinals.
He was an Anaheim Angel too. Shout out to Jim Edmonds, one of my guys. One of my guys in the old era. The old
right now, he's a freaky diggy. So he and his ex-wife, Megan King, were involved in a threesome relationship that has turned to more. Since then, he and his wife have split up. He's remarried, and he married the woman that he allegedly had the threesome with.
Hey, shout out to him. That's what I'm saying, man. He said he's living his best life, man. Like, why we raining on that man parade?
Hey, like I told him, that's why I preface it. Don't judge. We might agree, we might disagree. But that's for me to keep internal.
Oh, wait. Oh, hell no. You can't. This is the O.T.S.B.S show. You like, don't judge. You're afraid. Let's bring it out. I'm going to say whatever I want to say.
Well, the former slugging was really slugging, and he hit the home run over the fence. And he hooked up with his freaky link. Not the sneaky link, the freaky link.
Mm-hmm.
So
tell us about the story. What's about the story? I mean, you didn't told to say that the man freaky. You had the freaky leave with the freaky. So I mean, you got a little bit more about the story. What's the article?
As far as threesomes go, evidently Jim told U.S. Weekly that there was more than a few initiated by his now ex-wife. So sound like she brought him into the relationship. As far as these expectations, and he liked it. He said, I never initiated anything. I went along with things because I thought that's what he wanted. This is according to her. So now they each blaming each other.
Of course. I mean, because she wants some money.
I wanted to feel as comfortable as possible. We only had one threesome and only once during our marriage, and that was with his current girlfriend.
One is what they say. You bring him into the bed one time, it's over.
So that's what she says. He says there was more than a few initiated by her and only her. Somebody lying.
Yeah, and the girl lying. Jimmy.
I gotta say in this situation, it was a guy be like, yeah, I did that.
Girl lying. She fought the lady in the relationship, you know what I'm saying? And hey, this is what happens, man. You can't be doing that type of stuff, man. You know, because if stuff goes south and you continue to do it like Jim Edmonds saying that it was continuing to happen, oh yeah. He gonna end up with her.
Oh yeah, he liked her cooking better. He like the way she clean her spoon, man. The BS about this topic that is even a topic. Let that man live. He living his best life.
Exactly, man. So I'm like, wait, what do we got to say? I mean, don't they got kids?
Yes, they have kids.
Yes.
They got kids.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey, you know what? And while we on this subject, you know, living their best life, shout out to Peter Guns, man, and his new BET special coming out, man. Y'all check that out. Coming up on BET, man. So
no doubt. So
wives again, both of his wives again. Let me see what drama happens in this show, man. You know, they're supposed to put him on a hunt to have a new lover. They're supposed to teach him into doing that. That's gonna be crazier than the shows that I watched in the past.
Definitely.
Because I think at the end of the night, one of those girls are gonna be we'll say watch the show. You know what I'm saying? I'm already predicting what's gonna go down before it goes down. You know, Peter's about to get busy.
You know, we might have to do a new show with, TV reviews, TV show reviews, because definitely, we're going to get Peter back up here at the, get him up here at the studio to come talk to us about his new show that's going to be airing on BET in October.
Yep. So let me ask y'all this. So Megan was on a podcast recently, and she was not happy with the fact that he was dating, the lady's name is Courtney O'Connor.
Yes.
And she referred to her as the threesome girl. So that sounds to me like I introduced you to her. Now you with her. That sounds like somebody bitter. You feel like she was stabbed in the back.
You
stabbed in the back? You bought the girl in. You bought the girl in.
But he wasn't supposed to. She figured he wasn't supposed to like it. That
See, everybody thinks that. I'll tell anybody I've been with, do not bring anybody in here for a threesome. I am from Brighton, Massachusetts. That is a kryptonite. Do not do that. More than likely, that lady's gonna stay around. Do not do that. Do not. I'm being real. I am being straight up real. Do not bring another lady in to the relationship, because chances come, chances go. That's it. Yeah.
Cause you don't tell her all your business, and she knows what your man likes.
And then you go to think that, y'all, hold on. And I mean, they wasn't friends in that situation. Probably Gertie just hooked up. But it's crazy. They were friends?
Here you go. On that podcast I mentioned earlier.
I stand corrected.
She says, I found out that when he goes to Cabo for a birthday party, while I'm just doing the thing with our son, from my understanding, he takes the girl with him, the threesome girl. I had it confirmed when she went shopping with his credit card at a very expensive store, telling all the people that her boyfriend was taking her to Cabo tomorrow, and here's his credit card so that she can buy expensive clothes. This girl, who I thought was my friend, who I cast aside my uncomfort with threesomes, everything that I had in my head about a threesome being weird and gross, because I was fun and wanted to do things for my husband, and then this girl betrayed me. There you go.
No, he betrayed the relationship by bringing that girl in.
There you go.
That is some bullcrap. That is some bullcrap. She initiated that.
He initiated it. He told on herself.
Yeah, it is.
She initiated because she thought she wanted Jim to I can't really speaking it as a man, you know what I'm saying? She wanted to uplift Jim. She wanted to uplift Jim because she probably felt like she couldn't do it. She brought another lady in, and Jim got uplifted by the other lady.
He got uplifted, all right. Helped him with his boys.
Right.
Man.
Well, you know what?
Yep.
I'm gonna ask. I'm hold on before we. I'm gonna just throw this in there. You know, because I was on the way to the studio this morning, and well, one of these times I was on the way to the studio, and I heard Bebe. He was like, one of the topics was, can someone steal your significant other? And I guess that's fitting right here. Can someone still? Do y'all think like, you know, can a woman steal? You know, can a woman steal someone's man, and can a man steal someone's woman? You know,
No.
what do y'all think?
If they're able to do it, they want yours from the get-go.
Yeah, yeah, that's right, and it can happen. It can happen. You know,
Some people just for the street.
It happen.
But that's for everybody.
We can go and steal from a store, and we can go steal from a store. Anything can be stolen in this world. That's why in the words of Stone Cold Steve Austin, Austin 3:16, don't trust anybody. Stone Cold said it.
Man, all right. So we got Will. He says, so we want to hear what y'all say, what our viewers said. He said everybody got a price.
Man. Everybody be bought and sold. Depending on the circumstances and what time they arise.
There it is.
Pun intended. But what's her name again? It ain't Katie. What's his wife's name again? Is it Katie? No, Megan. Megan. That's a freak's name.
Man, you're being very judgmental. Oh.
That's a freak's name. Megan, you played yourself, Megan. You knew better than bring that lady home.
I was looking up her pictures, man. Jim might go back and swing with her. Jim might end up telling the new girl, yo, let's go back around that. You know what I'm saying? And Megan might welcome it. No bullcrap. She needs to be felt welcome. So if Jim and her come back to the crib and say, Megan, you know what I'm saying? What's up? Megan gonna be down. Megan gonna be down, yo.
Man. She played herself. You can't get mad. You brought the woman into a relationship. Matters what you said. The red flag saying you are the reason for your own downfall of your marriage. But hey, I digress. I wasn't there. I don't know. But you know, Wednesday night, that's the straight up boom. Sister wives. That's funny. That's funny. Man, who got shout outs for tonight?
What's up, man? I got shout out for you. Uptown, downtown. Man, I'm sorry, P Dollar, the real P Diddy. I didn't mention it last night. But shout out to everybody uptown, everybody downtown. Shout out to the brand. Shout out to you guys, man. And the awesomeness of this show tonight. I needed it for my mental, you know. And I'm gonna say it again. Nobody cares. Continue to work harder. You know what I'm saying?
Words of wisdom from Uncle Two.
Yes, sir.
Wait, hold on. There's only one uncle. It's Uncle Leroy. And don't
hold on. My name's Uncle Two now because what's the Cowboys record right now without that? Hold on.
Two dubs.
I said best 2 and 2, right?
Yep.
Yeah, all right, you got it.
I'm still holding up. He said 14-3 for them Saints. I gotta go 13-1, man.
You know what? Yeah. I hope y'all drank some sparrow milk.
I can taste it.
Add a little
I meant it too. That came from down below.
But man, hey, I got shout out to my brothers up here tonight. Appreciate y'all. Therapeutic for the mind and soul. Have fun on these particular topics. Shout out to everybody that hung out with us tonight. Jesus, Will, Daniel. Who else is up in there? LO Lefante. You know, they threw some up in the mix with us. Anthony, we see you, man. Appreciate y'all. Chris, right off the bat, happy birthday again to you, brother. 25 is not old.
25 is not old, man. You know, 25 is the start of the line. You know, 25 is the new 21. Take that.
You know, I heard right before the show, I heard 40 is the new 20s.
Lying to me.
I don't know. Hey, if you 40,
40 is 40.
20, you feel like Tom Brady. And now Tom Brady feels like he's 45. So you go figure.
Yeah. See.
25 is a baby. Ain't no damn baby. Ain't no baby.
25
ain't no
is a baby.
Your drool and your bibs and none of that. Well, so 25 ain't no baby. But it ain't over.
But man, we appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight. Who next up? Shout out. We done? We good?
Oh, I'll give a shout out. Definitely give a shout out to everybody that tapped in with us. We appreciate that. Tomorrow at 10 o'clock, you all can check live here from SCWF Studios, the Slaughter Pod. He has a great topic. He talks about how he became the on America's Most Wanted. So definitely y'all tap in 10 a.m. Y'all can check it out on Sports Talk podcast and on SCWF Studios page. So shout out to that. Shout out to once again Peter Panky, Peter Guns, and what is it? Highlight of Housewives or something like that. Aaron, October 19th on BET. So y'all be on the lookout. He'll be back up here at the studios to talk to us about that new endeavor and a lot more other things. So appreciate everybody that support us. We support y'all, man. Like we're here for y'all. We are a people's brand powered by the fans, and that's it, man. Time for me to get up out of here.
Said. Very well said.
Oh.
I'll let you boys be on the lookout for programming updates. We in this bad boy. Peace.